Bit of an update on the Audi, because we haven't looked at it very much recently. What's happened, it's got some new Toyo Proxy tyres all round, and it's got dimmed out back windows, so I've had that professionally done, so it's already got a light smoke on the front anyway, it's got a dark smoke in the back. And then I just wanted to go through and fix some issues it's had, and all those centre around the rear of the car actually. So for starts, the actual lights here, which for the number plate, have stopped working, and then also there's a bulb out in the reverse light there, and this rear wiper motor got burnt out. So I'm just going to talk you through how to fix all those issues. First thing I'm going to do is undo these little holders, little crosshead screw. Undoes that. I use this little boy here to undo it. You can take it out, then you can check the bulbs. I actually replaced these bulbs and they're fine. The next thing is, if you look up in here, you see that I've removed all of the crust or corrosion around the connector, which these connect onto here. And the last thing you've got to do, and this is was actually the problem, is you need to make sure these legs are nice and upright and straight, and so when they go onto those tabs that I've just removed the rust from, they make the connection. So that's pretty much how you do it, and that was the solution. If you go up in here with the multimeter, you'll probably see 0.4 volts or something like that, which is the CAN bus, I think, looking for the bulb. You won't necessarily see 12 volts or whatever this voltage is on here for the actual bulb. Don't know what it is. It would say on it. It's a festoon bulb. Yeah, 12 volts it says. You can barely see it there on the left. The 12 volts, it actually just shows 0.4 volts, so don't worry about that. It's nothing to do with it being the wiring's at fault. The wiring's working, it's just that there's a problem with the connection. So all I did was do that, then obviously put it back in there, do it up, and just make sure that those tabs are nice and straight with these angled so that they'll press in. And when you push it in fact, like so, you should get a little bit of resistance. It should kind of push back against you, and that means that those tabs will be nicely seated to make a good connection. To fix the reversing bulb issue I've got, it's just in here, and that means it's actually in the boot itself. So you lift that up, and what you need to do is remove this little cover here, and I'll do that just with the key. Actually, you could probably use something else. Just take that little bit of plastic off, and then you can see there's a 10mm. You want to undo that and pop out the light. That's out there, and it has this little bit of plastic, and that will come out as you push this piece off, and it's on the lip here, so two hands to do it, but you can basically just remove it up. There's the bit of plastic on down there, and this come out this edge here. Of course, first you want to remove this little tang here, which has the little electrical connector on, and you just do that by pulling these two little clips at the side and pull it out like that, and then that should be pretty much nothing holding that on there. So once that's off, you can just remove this. Just got these little tabs that hold the thing on, so if you just pull these back, it comes out like that, and you can see I've already taken the bulb out to find out which one it is. The bulbs you need are these ones, W16W, 12 volts, 16 watts, and one out to show what it looks like. There we go, that's one of them. You can just put it in here, like so, Then get this, put that in here, it should just click in. There we go. Let's make sure it's all seated, and then it's just the reverse. So come up here, put it on the car, make sure it's on this lip here. Some crap there. Make sure it's on that lip. And get this bit of plastic in here, and then you can basically just, this kind of hooks. It's weird, it kind of hooks up here, and then you just put that little nut on there, and then you're done. Give a little half turn there, it's tight, then you come in with the little connector, and that will just clip in place. It's done, and then you can go ahead and put this on. But I'm actually going to do the take this bit of plastic off, in fact, because I'm doing the rear wiper motor next. So this is it. It's obviously been snipped off a A3 8P, which is this model car. And all I'm going to do is take this off, take the connectors off and stuff like that. But before I do that, I need to expose this, and that's actually really easily done. Again, with a screwdriver, you can just take off those two little screws there, and then pull off the bit of plastic, which is what I'll do. This bit of plastic down. Be careful not to lose these little clips that slide in here. But yeah, got that down. You basically just remove one side, and it all just kind of comes out. This is the motor in question, and what I want to do is first of all go and remove the actual wiper itself, and I've already soaked it in WD-40, so just close the boot, show you that. So this is what we're back together, but take off this bit of plastic, drop that down here for now, then get some pliers and a little bit of rag, and I'll just tease that off there. And try and be gentle with this, it would be a good idea. So if I can go in here, right there, there we go, that's off there, and then I can get a socket on the back of that. So it's a 13mm, I've already soaked it in a bit of WD, so then I can just undo that whilst holding onto the arm so I don't bend anything. So with that out of the way, you can just pull the arm up, pull that off there. Good time to check you've got the right part. Looks to be all the same, which is good. So what I'm going to do is prepare this new part, well, second-hand part, to be the same as that. So I need to pull this off, which is where the water or wash wipe goes in. So I'll do that, and then pull the connector out, and I think that's it. And then hopefully unbolt these 3 10mm. So pretty much like for like there, taking that off there, taking these off here. Then I'm just going to undo these 10mm. So those 10mm put like this, with washers integrated in them. This should pretty much come out now. Yeah, there we have it. And that's off, and I'll just put the new one back in place. So get rid of that, get this new one. But first I need to take off, it's nice they gave me the new nozzle, whether or not it's better or worse than the old one. I know the old one worked, so probably use the old one, so just take that off there and push it through the hole. So this is it, new one going in. Make sure this lines up on there, and there. There we go, through, we'll check the other side, and then we'll just put the 10mm nuts on. If that's tight, you don't need to go mental on those 3 10mm. Then you can just push this in here. Push that in here. Just need to make sure that's a bit further down, probably. It's a 2-hand job. You need to support this when you push that in, but that's the whole way home there. This is all nicely clipped in there, you can see. So that should work. So what I'm going to do now is turn the rear wipers on before I put the arm on, just in case it needs to be in a resting position. So I'm going to just do that first, and I'll move around a bit, get this rear bit of plastic back on, which I'll do next. By pushing the arm forward, you can see I can actually put out water out the back here. Also, it should move. Once it's finished its cycle, lock it off and then turn it off, and then you know the wipe arm can be put down in this location. If you don't do that, I don't know, there might be a chance that it's out of sync, and then when it tries to do its full cycle it starts to wipe down here, and you don't want that. So make sure it's done a cycle and it's all working, and I'll put the arm back on. So this wiper arm just goes down here on this spline. You see it's splined there and it's splined inside there, so you can kind of work it on there and put it where it needs to be in the resting position. Make sure this is down on the spline, and then put this 30mm nut over the top. Should work now. Yeah. That's about right. Let's have a look. Yeah, doesn't seem to be hitting anything. Seems to be returned to a reasonable spot. Perhaps I could put it a bit further down. I'd say that was good. Is it just the same as it was before? No, it's a little bit further down. Perfect. That'll do. And now I can just put this little thing, where is it? This thing on, and then a bit of plastic on it. Turn the wiper off first though. So this on here. There we go. Just a bit of plastic on. Oh, let's test it. Ignition on. Lovely. Doing what it should be doing. These are working, which is good. Get this last piece in here. Like that. And then just snap it in place. Boom, it's done. Du Gras has to be one. These things always break. 99p. Gets you 2 of them. And you can just put it in here, like so. Alright, and then just press it down. Bosh, it's in. And then just put this on there. The other one's alright, so I'll leave that. And then boom. This whole back now works.